Great move, Thomas Chabot scores!
He bursts over the Panther line, White to the net, shoots, and he scores!
Here's Kachuk, right in, scores! Balzer's a handoff to Balzer's, going to the net, scores!
Welcome to Sens Talk. My name is Brendan, and I am your host. Before we get started, please follow us on Twitter at SensTalk_. For live updates of the game and some, of course, breaking news as well. Please check out our sponsor, SeatGeek.com, or download the app on the App Store and use the promo code SensTalk, and you will save $20 off your first purchase. Firstly, I want to give a huge happy Thanksgiving wish to those celebrating in the United States of America. Today's game started at 4 o'clock Eastern Time as Ottawa took on the Minnesota Wild, and I was at work, so I didn't get to really watch the game. I watched some of the first period. That's why this video is coming out like 11:15, 11:20 by the time you're watching this. However, let's get into the game. Let's talk about the game and a shellacking by the Minnesota Wild. Before we get into the lineup notes, Sens have only allowed 5 goals in the last 4 games, tied for 11th in goals against. Meanwhile, the penalty kill also ranks 11th in the National Hockey League. They need to pick it up offensively, though. Ottawa is 28th in the league for goals per game with 2.64, and the power play is dead last in the NHL at 31st. Now, the lineup notes: Anisimov and Vladislav Nemesnikov return to the lineup, and J.C. Boudet, Maxime Lajoie, and Mikhail Bodker are all out of the lineup for tonight's game. Starting goaltenders for the Ottawa Senators and the Minnesota Wild is as follows. For the Senators is Anders Nilsson, as Craig Anderson was put onto the injured reserve, and Alex Stalock starts for the Minnesota Wild, coming off a shutout victory against the Senators last time he played Ottawa. We go to the first period, where after Ottawa and Minnesota exchange a couple of posts, Nick Paul gets his first goal since October 27th on a nifty tip past Stalock glove side. 1-0 Senators on Paul's third of the year from Zaitsev, who had a good game, and Mark Borowiecki. Borowiecki has now doubled last year point total. He had 5 last year. He has 10 points this year and 27 less games so far. So congratulations, Borowiecki, having a hell of a career so far offensively. We go to the second period now, and a beautiful backhand from Ryan Donato. He roofs it past Anders Nilsson to even this game at 1 apiece for his third of the year. And like I said, Ottawa playing well in that first period. They were outscoring their opponents 21-20 on the year so far in that first period. Starting the second period, though, about 10 minutes in, Donato with the nifty backhand. No chance. Nilsson lets him walk right in. 45 seconds later, though, Logan Brown to Connor Brown gets a nice pass to Brady Tkachuk, who puts it 5-hole on Alex Stalock. Ottawa takes the lead again. It's 2 on Ottawa. Brady's 9th of the year from Connor and Logan Brown. The Sens lead 2-1. Short-lived. Jared Spurgeon 2-2. How do you do? Senators even again. Zuccarello installed with the assist on this goal. Parise gets a goal after that. They lead going into the third period to make it 3-2. And that Parise goal, I think, went off Borowiecki. It was on a weird-looking goal, and Nilsson should have stopped that. It was a goal that should not have went into the net, but it did. And that ended up being the game winner because Luke Kunin makes it 4-2 on a play where Nikita Zaitsev, Borowiecki loses his man, so now Kunin is skating in a breakaway. And Zaitsev is substantially away, but what I like to see out of a hockey player is, for example, the Martin St. Louis goal against the Montreal Canadiens a few years ago in the conference finals, where he roofs it past Tokarski. Yemelin doesn't skate on to Marty St. Louis, and that lets St. Louis just roof it past Tokarski at the time. This is a similar play here. Kunin does backhand, forehands it past Nilsson. Zaitsev should have put pressure on Kunin. Could have poked it away, could have helped Nilsson maybe sprung out and make a poke check. I hate seeing defenders not back check when, why the hell are you just letting him score a goal? Go there, do your job, and help prevent a goal happening. Pissed me off. Zaitsev, not impressed on that at all. Ryan Hartman rips it glove, bar side, into the net. The Wild lead 5-2 now. Hartman's third of the year from Brodin. And this just keeps on coming. Eric Stahl puts one 5-hole on Nilsson as he deflects it away, goes right to Stahl on the power play, and then Zucker, a minute later, breaks through the defense as Spurgeon pickpockets the defense. Zucker sneaks past the defender and roofs it. Wild win this one 7-2 in a wild one in the third period. Spurgeon and Brodin assist on the last goal of the game. Shots on goal, Ottawa and Minnesota were tied at 35 apiece. Ottawa hit the post at least 3 to 4 times. Face-offs, Ottawa won the battle 41-35. Power plays, Ottawa's power play, very bad again, 0-1, and the Wild's power play went 1 for 3. The hits were 12-10 in favor of the Senators, a very low-hitting affair, especially for a physical team led by DJ Smith and the Ottawa Senators. Third star of the game, Alex Stalock, improving his record of 6-3-2 on the year, 2-0-0 on the year against Ottawa, a 943 save percentage. 35 shots he faced, 33 of them he kicked away. Second star, Eric Stahl with a goal and assist, a +2 rating, 14-30 on the ice. And the first star, Jared Spurgeon, 1 goal, 2 assists on the night, 22 minutes on the ice, and a +5 rating. That is very phenomenal. So let's get to the Sens stocks during the night. What about you, the fans? In fourth place with 3% of the vote, Mark Borowiecki. I added him here, even though that goal in the third period was sort of his fault where Zaitsev didn't backcheck as well. What I liked about him is I put him here because Ottawa had a terrible third period, so no one really deserves to be on this list. However, he's doubled his point total from last year in 27 less games. He's having a nice offensive year, and he's been pretty solid this year, and he's starting to warrant, I think, a good depth deal, a 2 or 1 year smaller contract for a 6th or 7th defenseman position. I like Borowiecki's leadership. He should definitely be in the locker room as a depth defenseman moving forward. Second star tied for second star. 8% of the vote, Nikita Zaitsev and Connor Brown. Brown, couple of chances. Stalock robbed him in one chance, played well in other chances, and as well got that assist on that break shot goal to make it 2 in Ottawa. And Nikita Zaitsev, there's a sequence where he hit the post and then took another shot, and then Stalock robbed him. Zaitsev, minus that Kunin goal, had a solid game offensively. I've been impressed with him as of late. But yeah, that Kunin goal really pissed me off because I hate seeing defenders just give up on a play. The first of the game, 81% of the vote, overwhelming majority, Nick Paul. Nice to see him get 5 or 6 shots tonight. Got the goal for his first since October 27th. And, it was nice to see the depth chip in with a goal and a very, very poor effort in that third period. Besides that, the Sens lose 7-2. The next game is tomorrow night against the Calgary Flames. Thank God Bill Peters was fired. That game starts at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. So I'll see you then when Ottawa takes on Calgary. So thank you all for watching. Please follow us on Twitter at @SensTalk_. For updates to the games and, of course, breaking news, please like us on Facebook at SensTalk, add us to our circles on Google Plus SensTalk, click the big red button down there, and subscribe to us. Like this video, share this video wherever you share cool stuff, and of course, please check out our website, SensTalkCentral.com. We update that every single day, and our sponsor, SeatGeek.com. Download the app in the App Store and use the promo code SensTalk. You will save $20 off your first purchase. Ottawa 2, Minnesota 7. See you tomorrow night. Go Sens go.